Afternoon baseball here on the show. It's the home opener of this new season between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Phillies. Folks around here in high spirits. Matt Vasgersian with you on a day that's been circled on their calendars since about midwinter. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. The staffs for these two teams sure to be a focal point as this series moves along.
You know, I always think pitching and defense are the keys to success in the long run. So as the season gets started, it's going to be really important for this pitching staff to set a good tone. If they can get off on a good foot, it will do a lot for the confidence of the entire ball club.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. Jake Arrieta gets the ball for the opener in front of these hometown fans. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, man, we're going to get a chance to look at a good veteran pitcher here. This guy's been around the block a few times, but one of the things he does, he still competes at a high level, and he's never stopped trying to learn how to be a good pitcher.
Settling in now, Lorenzo Cain, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Lorenzo Cain.
Here comes the first pitch. Underway now in the home opener as the first pitch is taken for ball one. Dan Dero, these Phillies as they begin play here today, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this is a classic case of hitting is contagious. They scored a bunch of runs last game, and this team is flying high right now. There's a fight at the bat rack.
A very comfortable afternoon for baseball. 61 degrees our game time temperature. And he comes back with a gorgeous slider there for strike 2. Now a swing and a miss on the slider as the leadoff man is set down on strikes to open up the ball game.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Here's Brock Holt now. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Holt, sometimes referred to as the Brock Star. He's currently on a 1-year deal, so he stands to be a free agent at the end of this season.
Some guys only get to free agency one time in their career. This guy has a chance to get there for a second time and in the prime of his career. Is he able to handle the pressure as he plays out this final season?
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
And here's Christian Yelich now. Breaks his bat as this ball's lifted into the air. And he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. So now the Phillies offense will see what they can do. No score. Freddie Peralta gets the call for game 1 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
So stepping in, Gene Segura. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Third baseman, Gene Segura.
Now the pitch. Hard on the ground toward short. And a base hit, so he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning.
Batting second, the left fielder, Andrew McCutchen.
So the next hitter to dig in will be Andrew McCutchen, as he'll take a look at ball one. Dan Dero, these Brewers, as they begin play here this afternoon, they were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 of 5 prior to that.
Yeah, Matty, I know they lost their last game, but you know as well as I do, in this sport, you have to have short-term memory. You have to let it go. They can get it going back in the right direction today.
McCutchen, or just Kutch, as he's frequently referred to. This is his 12th season in the big league, so he's put together a really nice career to this point. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. The 2-1 pitch. Segura aboard here at first with nobody out. Tried to fool him with the changeup, but he won't offer at it. 3-2.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
3-2 pitch. Hit on the ground to third. To second for one. To smoke at first, and they get them both.
Batting third, the right fielder,
Here's Bryce Harper now. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
Holt will put this one away, and the side is retired. Phillies go down quietly there. Still no score. And that'll bring up Keston Hiura. He'll get us started in the top of the second. Starts him out with a slider for a strike.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
And set up behind the dish is Gary Simmons, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Dero, this Gary Simmons, he's the kind of umpire that pitchers really
hit pretty well out to deep left field. McCutchen looking up. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot here to left. First home run of the campaign for him, and they've taken a 1-run lead.
Yeah, everyone in the stadium, including the guy in the mound, knew it was just a matter of time until this guy cranked one out of here. Well, that's the first one of the year, and many more are sure to follow.
At the plate, Omar Narvaez, as he'll take a look at a sinker here, too low for ball one. And he's looking to get it going, off to a bit of a slow start this year. On the ground to the right side, and that's by him into right field for a base hit.
Batting fifth, the left fielder, number 24, Avisail.
So here's Avisail Garcia. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball one. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. And he misses 2-1. A runner at first with no outs here. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. The 2-2 pitch. A bouncer to the left side. Scooped up. The second for one. Throw on to first won't be in time, so they just get the one there. So that one wasn't quite hit sharply enough to turn two.
Yeah, choppers like that make it really tough. You can't make the ball get to you much faster, so the key is making sure you feel it.
And a sliding attempt at first, but this sneaks by him, a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the one-out single.
Everybody's different coming out of spring training. Some guys get off to torrid starts, some guys struggle. This is one that struggled, but maybe that single gets him going.
Here's Justin Smoke now, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball one. His history with Jake Arrieta, he's just 2 for 9. 1-1 the count to the Brewers' first baseman.
88 on a changeup? I remember when an 88-mile-an-hour fastball wasn't all that bad. Man, the game's changing.
Count is 1-2 now. Line toward the alley in left center. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. Sogard rounds third and is digging for the plate. He scores as it's now a 3-0 ball game.
This thing was a double or more the second it left his bat. He really drove it well, and it ended up one-hopping the wall out there. And more importantly, he picks up 2 RBI along the way.
Into the box now, Freddie Peralta, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Softly hit toward the hole. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time. So that'll go down as an E4, as he certainly had his problems that time at second base. In now is Lorenzo Cain. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Hey, the way this guy on the mound's been struggling to find the zone, I'm not mad at the guy taking a pitch.
In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. A 1-1.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
High in the air out to center field. Catch is made. Runner tagging from third. And that'll bring home another as they open it up to a 4-0 advantage now.
Usually when you score a lot of runs in one inning, like this inning, you're doing a lot of things right. And how about this? A sac fly to drive in another run. They have to be happy with this.
And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch. Now the 1-0.
1-1. No, that's down.
He certainly has an open base down there, but you don't want your defender standing flat-footed for much longer.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. The 2-2 one more time.
3-2.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Out in front of it, strike 1. 4 runs here in this half inning. In the dirt here. Good job to get to that quickly, though, and the count will even at 1. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. And another foul ball. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I got to count.
Number 3 hole hitter up right now. Cleanup guy on deck. 2 ball, 2 strike count. I think pitcher wants
a swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Out of here into the visitors' bullpen.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
Captain Hero.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. In now, Keston Hiura, as he'll take a changeup here for strike one. This, of course, his second appearance in the inning as they've now batted around. Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike.
After falling down 0-2 on the same pitch, don't be shocked if he triples up on it.
Strike three on a pitch in the dirt. Up with it, Real Muto. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. The final damage here, 10 come to the plate, 7 runs score. On now to the bottom of the second. The Brewers lead this one 7-0. Next to bat will be Rhys Hoskins. He leads off this half inning in what they hope will be a rebuttal to all those runs they just gave up.
Well, Matt, I think mentally they need to get one or two of these runs back right here. Just getting on the board after getting socked in the mouth by the opposing team can lift the team up a bit. We'll see if they can string something together.
Batting fifth, not shortstop.
Here's Didi Gregorius. He had a homer in the ballgame yesterday afternoon. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball one. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a called strike anyway. Gregorius, also known as Sir Didi around the game and in the Netherlands. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
Ball two. Swing and a miss at one in the dirt. Up with it, Navarez. And the throw is made to record the second out of the inning. Standing in, JT Realmuto will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Now here it comes. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Two balls and 2 strikes to the Phillies catcher.
Got to pitch to the ballpark's dimensions right here. Love the execution of that pitch down in the zone.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will. Phillies down in order. They're down by a touchdown, 7-0. And we're back from Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, during the break, I caught up with Craig Counsell, the Brewers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Not only have they already put up a bunch of runs on the board, but they've also made the opposing starter work very hard. His pitch count is high, so it seems they'll be getting into the bullpen sooner rather than later.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. And Joe Girardi's going to get up off the dugout bench and confer at home plate, so we'll likely see a double switch here. Nick Pivetta is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Davey Grion is into the ballgame as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch.
And batting 9th, number 73, Davey Grion.
First pitch on its way.
Ball 1.
And this is low, ball 1.
1-0.
And, ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1. Now the pitch. Popped up. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
The left fielder, number 24, Avisaíl Garcia.
So here is Avisaíl Garcia, 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball. The 1-2. Hard hit ball to second. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Hey guys, he doubled up right there. Back-to-back sliders. Nice job by the batter right there. Just misses the first one, makes the adjustment, stays a little shorter, and drives the next pitch for a base hit.
Here's Eric Sogard, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Line drive to left. McCutchen is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Now batting, the first baseman, Justin Smoke.
So 2 away in the Brewers half of the third. And in next, the switch-hitting power bat of Justin Smoke. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. Outside for a ball. 1-1. From the stretch. Hard hit ball to second. A dive, and he knocks it down. But they'll still manage to get the out on the force, and with that fine play, the inning comes to an end. Brewers strand 1, and they hold a 7-0 lead. Now to the plate, Roman Quinn comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Dangerous curveball that time, but laid off as it drops into the top of the zone. The 1-2. Hit back toward the mound. Fielded cleanly, and they are not going to get him at first. He's aboard easily.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
First pitch of the at-bat. Fouled off. He's set. Here's the 0-1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Hey, struggling to find the release point of that curveball. That wasn't a very good one. Somehow he's just got to find that feel, because that's a pitch he's going to need going forward.
The 1-1. And this one's in the dirt. In time as he just gets the tag down. The 1-2. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout.
Batting 9,
At the plate, Davy Grion. Here's the first pitch to him. He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball, 1-0. And a strike to even the count, 1-1. Lifted in the air to center. Kane is under it. And that's the third out. Down quickly go the Phillies. They need to get something. All set for the start of the fourth. Stepping into the box, Freddie Peralta.
The pitcher.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. There to make the catch is Hoskins, and that's the first out of the inning.
The center fielder, number 6, Lorenzo Kane.
And in to hit next is Lorenzo Kane. He hit a sac fly earlier. Here's the first pitch to him.
Nope. Ball 1.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. This one's a strike. It's 1-1. In there, 1-2 now.
1-2.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heater.
And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4.
Brock Holt.
Into the box, Brock Holt. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
2-out lightning definitely applies to this offense. If this 2-hole hitter can get on, they could start something serious.
2-1 the count. And now a pitch on the way. That's on the outside corner. Count 2-2. Now the pitch. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. Running hard, he's digging for second. Not quite out of here. It's off the out-of-town scoreboard.
Wow, he puts a serious charge into this ball. Ends up splitting the 2 outfielders. Bangs up against the wall in right center. And he cruises into second, knowing he can't hit the ball much harder than that.
In is Christian Yelich. And that misses for ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. The 1-0. Drilled to first. Hoskins has it, and nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. And that'll bring up Gene Segura.
Leading off for the Phillies, the
First pitch of the at-bat.
Gene
Good fastball
Segura.
as he gets the swing and a miss.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
A ball and a strike to the Phillies leadoff man. Two and one.
1 strike.
Two and two now.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
The pitch. Looped out towards short. And one gone.
The left fielder.
So
number
striding
22,
forward now, Andrew McCutchen. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1.
I'd like to see this lineup start working the count a little bit more and drive up this pitcher's pitch count.
Hit down the third base line, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. 1 out, nobody on. Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. Navarez recovers, and the throw to first is there to record the second out.
The right
Well,
fielder,
you know you
number
made a real
3,
nice pitch when you bounce it in the dirt and you still get the hitter to swing at it. That tells me that there's a lot of deception in that pitch right now.
He pulls this one into right. Yelich is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They're down. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Keston Hiura, who comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. First offering on its way. Hit hard on the ground to the right, and this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Many guys fall victim to the breaking ball and want to get out in front of it, and they end up rolling it over to the pull side. The batter was able to execute, stay inside, keep his hands back, and drive it the other way.
So now to the plate, Omar Narvaez, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Oh, that's well hit. Deep center field. Going back is the center fielder, and this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. Two-run shot to straightaway center. First home run of the campaign for him as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now. So that was the 3rd home run for these guys today.
D-Rose, some days the fellas walk in with their hitting shoes on, and this looks like one of those games.
Yeah, but there's a saying going around the dugout right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants a chance to get into that batter's box.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Stepping in now, Avisail Garcia, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. And it's 0-2 to Avisail Garcia.
You got to go into battle mode after falling down 0-2 and find a way to work yourself back to even.
Line drive to left. And that's in for his 2nd hit of the afternoon.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. Outside, 3-0 now. Justin Smoke, the number 8 hitter here, waits on deck. 3-1. And the good fastball there finds the zone as the count goes full now. 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. The 3-2 one more time. Fly ball out toward right field. On the move is Harper. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Justin Smoke.
Striding into the box, Justin Smoke. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Fouled away. Another 0-2 coming. And this is hit hard to the right side, but foul. The 0-2 once more is swung on and missed. He got him.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Freddie Peralta is at the plate as he watches ball 1. Lays off the fastball away, and it's 2-0.
My bet is he's getting the take sign now on 2-0. If he's having a hard time throwing strike.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. But the Brewers do get 2 on this 2-run home run. And we're back from Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with Philadelphia's manager during the break about the Phillies' offensive production to this point. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
All right, thanks, Heidi. First offering on its way. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. Up around the letters with that one for ball 2. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
Popped him up. Navarez is in his tracks now, and he's got it for out number 1.
Now batting, shortstop, Didi Gregorius.
So now to the plate, Didi Gregorius. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0. And it's fouled away. A ball and 2 strikes to Didi Gregorius.
Guess who tipped their hand? They were sitting all over a piece of cheese. He flew open on the front side.
Hopped up. Navarez has a play. And he makes the catch for the second out. Jay Bruce will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. And Kane will make the catch, and the side is retired. Phillies down in order. They're down 9-0. Adam Morgan gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Next for Milwaukee, Lorenzo Cain. He'll start things out now in the top half of the sixth. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Morgan is adjusting to the new normal as MLB now mandates that relievers reach the end of an inning or face 3 or more batters before being replaced. And for a one-time lefty specialist like this, that's a big change. Hard hit ball to second. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth.
Now batting, the shortstop.
So coming to the plate, Brock Holt. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Lefty versus lefty, and the first pitch misses for ball 1. Swing and a miss. A little too anxious there. 1-1. Now here's the pitch. Hit softly down the line at first, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Little chopper back to the mound. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, the right fielder, Christian Yelich.
Now batting, Christian Yelich. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Hey.
The 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Gone in order are the Brewers, but they'll live with it as they hold a 9-0 lead. Digging in for his second at-bat, Roman Quinn. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments. Man, this guy has retired a whole slew right now. I think what he needs to do is just stay focused and keep attacking the game plan like he has up to this point, because everything he's done has worked.
This is in the air to left field. Garcia giving chase. He's there and records the first out.
Now batting, the second baseman, Ronald Torreyes.
Ronald Torreyes the next to bat. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. In there, a base hit.
Hey, D-Row, that's a 1-out single right there. And hey, the pitcher hasn't pitched out of the stretch in a while. He's been pretty sharp so far in this one.
Yeah, and hopefully that runner right there can get his attention a little bit more diverted on first base, and then he leaves a cookie over the middle of the plate.
Coming to the plate now, Davy Grion. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat.
Ball 1. Count 1-0.
The 1-0.
Hey! Ball, that's outside. Three balls, 1 strike.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
No runs, 3 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for the Phillies so far. Strike two as the fastball is let go.
I think it's a real possibility that they put that run on first in motion. That would help them stay out of that double play that would end the inning, but that's also kind of risky at the same time.
And he takes ball four, so a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Well, they've struggled offensively in this one so far, but after that walk, they've got runners at first and second and look ready to make a little noise. Just need a big hit now.
Gene Segura standing in. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. First pitch on its way.
Ball one,
and a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball one.
Boy, the Phillies have been looking for some offense all game long. They've yet to find it. Let's hope they can find it pretty soon.
And that'll miss up an in ball two.
What a great opportunity to come through right here. 2-0 count, runners on base. Find something middle of the plate and let it rip.
High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Coming in on it is Kane. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. Into the box now, Andrew McCutchen. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
First offering on its way. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
Hey, this guy's done a better job than expected. He's made some bad pitches at the strike zone, but so far he hasn't gotten hurt by him.
Tapped out in front of home. Throw on to first is in time, and the Phillies are turned away. They get nothing out of this situation as the inning is over. Digging in now for the Brewers, Keston Hiura. He'll be tasked with starting things as we begin the seventh. From the stretch. Fastball just misses. That's ball one. Count now a ball and a strike. Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number one.
Made pretty quick work of him right there, setting him down on only 4 pitches. And what I liked about all of those pitches, they were down around the knees or lower. Pretty hard to do any kind of damage when pitches are located in that spot.
At the plate now, Omar Narvaez. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Yeah, that hard hit single right there. That's clean. 3 for 4. He's looking locked in.
At the plate, Avisail Garcia, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. So far 2 for 3 in this one. And he fouls this one off. Runners on first with 1 down. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Here comes the pitch for Garcia.
No, that's low.
Step out of the box, take a deep breath. After spitting on that changeup, you might have bought yourself a fastball.
Hoskins grabs it cleanly. Step on the bag for one. Throw back to second, and they've got him doubled off, and the inning is over. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. The Brewers lead it 9-0. Stepping in, Bryce Harper. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Harper behind with an 0-2 count now.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
The great equalizer, the changeup. That was a really good job of getting him to offer at that one out of the zone, and it was all set up by the fact that he got ahead of the count and forced the hitter to have to protect. That's the name of the game.
Throw pulls the first baseman off the bag.
Well, that's always the danger when you've got a lead that's this big. You know there's not a lot of doubt about the outcome of the game, so you lose focus a little bit in the field. And sometimes as a player, you try to trick yourself into playing like it's a close game so you stay sharp.
From the belt, the pitch. The 0-1 pitch. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Kane is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Nick Williams will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Pinch hitting for the Phillies. Number 5, Nick Williams.
Lays off 1-0. That's wide. 2-0. Looked like that swing was in slow motion. 2-1. No runs, 3 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for the Phillies so far. Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1. And he lays off. Ball 4, so he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
The center fielder, number 24. Roman.
At the plate, Roman Quinn. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. Here comes the first pitch. In the dirt here. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Now some movement out in the Milwaukee bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander have begun to stretch it out. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Fouled off. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. From the belt, the pitch. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
Pretty good breaking ball to lay off of right there. If I'm pitching, I might think this guy might be sitting on something off speed.
Here now the 2-2.
Halfway to the plate, this hitter's wondering why he even pulled the trigger on that. His hands feel like he's being stung by wasps right now.
And this one gets away. The runners will hold tight, but it's a full count now, 3-2. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield. And he is in to score from second as the throwing mistake defensively came back to factor into that one.
The second baseman, Ronald.
Now the Brewers manager's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for the bullpen as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So his final line will show 6 2/3 innings pitched. He was very effective out there, no doubt. Brent Suter trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away.
Brent Suter.
Into the box now, Ronald Torreyes. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Fouled away. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Another one sent foul.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Phillies will have to be content with just the 1. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Brewers 9 and the Phillies 1. Robert Stock comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Ready to begin the 8th. Digging in now, Eric Sogard. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. But this will not elude the right fielder's grasp as he ranges over to handle it for the first out. Time to bring you up to date on the numbers for our 2 starters. It's our starter comparison, and the hometown 9 have had trouble generating much by way of hits, as you can see by the left side of your screen. So striding in, Justin Smoke. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
The 1-0. Finds the zone, strike 1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it. You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those 2 at-bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
In now, Brent Suter, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. And he popped him up. Coming on is McCutchen. Oh, and he botches it. The throw into second, and he is in there. They couldn't get him at second.
Well, the bad news is he botched what looked like a routine fly ball. The good news is the runner wasn't able to advance any further than first base. So that's a play that should have been made, but at least it wasn't more than a 1-base error.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Lorenzo Cain. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. No balls and 1 strike. A bouncer to the left side. And indeed, he'll not even try as he goes to first, and that means 2 men are in scoring position now with 2 away.
Now batting.
So 2 gone now in the Brewers half of the 8th, and that'll bring up the versatile utility man Brock Holt. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Again, he sends it out of play. Second and third, 2 away. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Popped him up. Gregorius waits on it, and that's the 3rd out. Brewers strand a couple, but they still hold a commanding 9-1 lead. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Davy Grion.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Hit sharply on the ground. Sogard is there, and that's out number 1.
Third baseman number 2, Gene Segura.
Digging in now for Philadelphia, Gene Segura. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. Action now in the Milwaukee bullpen as they'll have a right-hander loosen up. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. The 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss and another strikeout.
He's got it. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They trail big. It's 9-1. Into the box now, Christian Yelich. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. Off we go in the 9th as the first pitch misses for ball 1. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. The 1-1 home.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the count.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Some guys with big arms like this, they're just chuckers. They just throw the ball as hard as they can, and where it ends up isn't that big of a concern, but that wasn't the case there. That was a very well-pitched fastball right on the corner at the knees. Good luck hitting that one.
So now to the plate, Keston Hiura, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 2-0.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
2 balls and a strike to count. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And, ooh, he's really given some leeway on the outside edge here. 2-2 now. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. Full count, here it comes. He takes the changeup the other way out toward right center. Harper is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down.
The batter, the catcher, Omar Narvaez.
So digging in now, Omar Narvaez. He singled his last time up. Bouncer up the middle. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, dealer on a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job, but any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
Avisail Garcia is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Line drive to left. McCutchen will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Milwaukee leaves 1, but they still hold a commanding 9-1 lead. And Bryce Harper will dig in at the plate, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. But these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Strike taken up in the zone.
Probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make them try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1.
Nope.
And this one's up around the eyes. 2-1. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. The 3-1 pitch. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take. And he's down on strikes for the 2nd time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Bases are empty, 1 man out. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Phillies' first baseman. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
The problem for the batter now is he's gotten so inside conscious after those first 2 pitches. Anything on the outer half of the plate's going to look a foot outside.
The count now at 2-2. Here's the pitch. One out, nobody on. Oh, and he struck him out as well, so he's carving right through the heart of this lineup as there are 2 away now. Stepping up to the plate, Didi Gregorius will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. That evens it up 1-1. Now here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon.
Boy, he looks strong out there on the mound this inning. He's got a chance to punch out the side in order and against the middle of the order, too.
And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. Philly down to their last strike. Full count now, 3-2.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
Scooped up, throw to first here in time for the final out, and the Brewers have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over.
This was just a nice win for these guys. They did most of their damage in that big 2nd inning and did what they had to the rest of the way to secure this win.
9-1 is the way this one ends. The Milwaukee Brewers took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Freddie Peralta gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. Jake Arrieta only completed 2 innings and is charged with the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.